Hey, this is WTii. It is 11:50 in the morning. It is the 16th of September 2011. And today, and from today onwards, we're going to play through Trine. Because I might not do it all in one day, but I shall cover it all. It's something I meant to do a while ago, and then I sort of did it and then stopped a little bit of the way through. But now I'm going to properly cover it because I can upload it a lot easier now. So let me give you a little bit of an introduction into what Trine is. Trine is a side-scrolling action platform and puzzle video game. It was developed by the Finnish company Frozenbyte. The game takes place in a medieval fantasy setting and allows players to take control of 3 separate characters who can battle enemies and solve environmental puzzles. Yeah, you heard me. It was released in July the 3rd, 2009, and it's about £5.10 on Amazon. That's a little bit of research I did there. So a little bit of info for you to start us off. The 3 characters, just in case you care, are called Soa the Silent, she is the thief, Amadeus the Magnificent, who is the sorcerer, and Pontius the Brave, who is the knight. Okay, that's all the information you're getting. Anything else you hear from me is going to be basically rambling or strange noises. So, or just a combination of the two, because I've not got much else to add apart from my own weirdness. So let's get cracking with a new game. So confirm. And what I'll probably do is I will actually cover all of the aspects. So the voices, I'll try to get them all rather than skipping through them, such as the introductions at the start of each level and the cinematic at the start. I don't worry, there's not too much sort of waiting around. It's only just that. And if you really want, I'll just put a little notes in the brief description, basically just saying what part to skip to. If you want to just see me playing the actual game, which is only going to be like literally just a couple of minutes past from now, essentially. So let's go medium.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, a kingdom was prospering. But peace could only last so long. The old king died. With no descendant to the throne, the kingdom fell into chaos. Lust for power blinded warriors and wizards alike. New kings emerged, only to fall the next day. But the madness of men would soon be overshadowed by a far greater evil. The magic that once gave life and good fortune had transformed into something sinister. One by one, grave by grave, the dead began to rise, feeding off the energy that grew stronger with each passing night. Fear spread throughout the kingdom, and it was soon abandoned. But something was about to happen that would change the course of history.
What was
On
it?
the outskirts of the kingdom, near the Astral Academy, a thief carried out her cunning plan. She had learned of an ancient object of tremendous value. The Astral Academy, left to rot in the face of the terrible enemy, had no one to keep the treasure safe. The time was right.
Right on. So let's start. Ow!
Everything was perfect. She had made her way to the castle and would soon lay her hands on the treasures she so desired.
The music in this game is beautiful. No, failed.
The gentle moon smiled at the thief as she made her way towards the shrine of ancient treasure. Strangely, the protective charms around the shrine allowed her to enter unharmed.
Got it.
As the thief lay her hand on the treasure, she had a tingling sensation. The thief would soon discover that fate had taken hold of her. Unknown to the thief, a wizard was just waking up. The wizard had taken a look in the spyglass and seen the terrible undead army. He was keen not to die.
By my trousers, I must escape.
He had been studying the stars and trying hard to learn the elusive fireball spell that all wizards ought to do. Of course, that was a lie.
Not gonna do it.
For you see, the wizard had a certain reputation with the ladies. What he had really been up to was the creation of a fake fireball potion that would have impressed the ladies and improved his status. The potion had backfired, causing a fortnight of sleep.
By the way, those are experience bottles. They allow you to get points on your characters, so that way you can get new items, new abilities, etc. You actually pick up items around the place, so those are usually in secret places, which aren't that secret, but some of the spots I might not cover. I might not cover all the experience, I might not cover all the secrets, but you know, I'll give it a go. It's been a while since I last played. So to create a box, you basically just simply draw a box. You hold down left mouse button and draw a box. And that's how the wizard works. You can have a plank later on, which you just do a straight line, and it'll do that. And there's also his triangle ability, so you draw a triangle. That's a bit more difficult to get that to actually work properly, but it's a lot of fun, this game, what you can play around with. The whole idea is just like the 3D graphics, but side-scrolling, and just the environment is you can play with it. So if I jump up and down on this, I can sort of make it move up and down. I can just toy around with it as I please. So a lot of the environment you can interact with, so it's really, really fun.
Saw a glimmering light coming from the shrine. No one had been able to visit it for centuries because of the ancient magic protecting whatever lay inside.
My darling, why the painful look on such a pretty face? What is this object you're holding to? How did you get here?
The wizard touched the thief's hand, and then the object. His hand got stuck.
What kind of trickery is this?
For once, the wizard was more interested in magic than anything else. He was also afraid for his dear life. But there was someone nearby who welcomed a challenge. At the other end of the Astral Academy, a knight had been practicing his own skills to battle the undead and prove himself worthy of joining the king's army. Between me and you, he did not quite understand what undead meant. This was his chance to be the bravest knight of all. The knight felt it was his duty to protect the Astral Academy during this time of despair. He was on the lookout for anything unusual.
I have played this game a number of times, so I do remember where most of the things are and how to get to them, so that'll be handy. But there might be a few that I miss out. By the way, Trine 2 should be coming out technically this month, but I did look it up and I couldn't find it.
Oh, what's this?
Then again, I only gave it like a couple of minutes of research, so I'm sure if I spent a bit more time I'll be able to find out. Probably from Steam, but I was wondering if you can actually buy it without having to use Steam.
Light coming from the age-old shrine. Could there be a thief? Was this the knight's day of honor? He had sworn an oath to himself to protect the shrine and the academy. Nothing could stand in his way.
What's going on?
The knight joined in, taking a firm grip of the object's third side, in a way that only a mighty warrior can.
Oh no, this doesn't bode well. What doesn't bode well?
There was a flash of light, and the wizard, the thief, and the knight simply disappeared. Our new heroes were overwhelmed by the effect of the mysterious object. The wizard tried hard to remember everything he'd learned of the shrine and its artifact. His mind raced through ancient tales and legends. Finally, the wizard remembered. The treasure, the ancient object, was a device that could bind souls together. How it worked, he did not know. But he knew that it was connected to the legend of the Guardian, whose earthly remains had been buried in the catacombs deep underneath the Astral Academy. The tomb resided right below the shrine. The wizard could not explain it, but he was sure the object was called the Trine. The knight didn't care. A more pressing concern was on his mind.
It's all her fault. We must take her into custody. She stole the king's treasure!
Did you not understand a word I said? It is not treasure, it's an ancient object, the Trine. I believe it has bound our souls. We are stuck together.
But she...
The thief remained silent. She was waiting for the right moment to escape, hopefully with the treasure and without the pair of fools.
I think I know how we can use the device as we like.
I used to love doing that.
Don't scare me. On guard!
Whoa! Now, as soon as I found out I could do this in the demo, which is pretty much immediately, I just couldn't stop spazzing about. I do that a lot in this game. You'll see me just... You'll think, what is he doing? But I find it hard to play properly in almost all games I
What
play.
have I got myself into? We have to find a way to reverse the spell, to undo the magic. The Tomb of the Guardian and the catacombs may have the answer, and it's not far away.
The skeletons are probably the only annoying thing about this game. There's not many bosses or monsters in this, and I think Trine 2 covers that a bit better. And they probably looked at the AI and like the, you know, the creatures that you come up against a bit more detail. But yeah, you really want to try and kill all the skeletons if you're playing this game properly, because they do drop experience, which is always good. But unfortunately, they sometimes take forever. They spawn one by one, and they spawn for a long time. So you can sit there killing skeletons all day, basically. It's a bit more fun to actually take the harder puzzles. But of course I could cheat here and just sort of like use the bridge. The thief is a bit of a cheat, to be honest. I mean, she basically can get through the entire game by herself. But the whole idea is to use all three of the characters. For example, the wizard here could do this to get through different puzzles. I mean, sometimes you might not be able to complete the entire game with the thief, but for the most part, she can do almost anything. She gives you the most flexibility as well. And she's a lot of fun to play. That was skill right there. You just saw some proper skill what I did there. Anyway, there is a trick to this. When you're jumping on ledges...
That's just
hang on a second. I need to concentrate against these skeletons by spamming left click. There you go. Oh wait, no, it's not over. There's more. There we go. Right. Let me see if I can show this trick on this ledge here. Let's get that. Let's kill this annoying creature here, because that's just going to annoy me otherwise. Come on. No, you're not going to die, are you? It's going to take a while. Come on, climb up. Oh, screw him. Right, anyway, the trick is, normally you try and get up onto a ledge, okay? Some ledges are so high that it's not even a good idea to show it on that one. I'll just wait until I come across a proper ledge. It'll make a lot more sense. No! There we go. Like you see there, I couldn't get on top of that. But if I try that again, right? Okay, that did work. Bad example. I'm gonna find an example. Give me a moment. I will find it, and you can use it actually a lot in the game. So it's not actually a useless example. It's actually very handy. I just need to find a situation where it is hanged. In general, I'm probably going to try and kill all the skeletons, but there might be situations where I just can't be that bothered. Chuck that at me. As you can see... Oh, God. That was a long drop. Lots of little bricks and stuff like that you can react with as well. Lots of little things in the environment. Where's the green thing? Is there a green bottle? There is not. Now with this puzzle, what you're supposed to do is this, basically. And do it properly. Sort of like put them up against each other, like that. And then that, sorry, goes around like this. Or you could probably just cheat. I'm guessing there's something up there, but let's try it. Nope. Aha, there we go. Or you could just cheat and do this. See what I mean? That's what the thief basically does. Use your cheat character. As long as you don't get her killed, you can use her to cheat. Don't get me wrong, that's all part of the game, but it is a little bit cheaty, you gotta admit. I actually blocked that, so I blocked a bit too low though, possibly. Oh, it burns! Now what you can do is this. Hey ho! You actually got to use some characters to do something. Good, huh? Doesn't happen that often though. I wonder if that's something that's addressed in Trine 2. See, that's the double jump, but I still can't explain it yet. I will be able to at some point, but not just yet. Look, I'm blocking that. Come on, man, I'm blocking it. Give me a break. Just drop on these guys with your knight. Sometimes just dropping on them with your knight is enough to kill him because he's so fat. Those are checkpoints. You always want to get to them because you will inevitably lose your character and die, and I will too. So as you go past them, you get all your characters back, but they obviously start on lower health. Obviously. If you like what you see and you're planning on playing this game, then I suggest that you don't watch the rest of these videos, because you're probably going to get to see all of the game and how it's played. So you don't really want to spoil it for yourself now, do you? Or do you? This is a little secret area, and this is the first of many. Find a necklace of life. Increases health and stacks with other health enchantments. Well, if you're going to use... I'll just keep it on the thief because I'm going to use her a lot and she's kind of likely to die. But generally this is the sort of item you would probably put on the knight.
Uh-huh. This looks very nice. Perhaps this journey isn't for nothing. Let's strike a deal. I'll help you find whatever you're looking for, and I get to people with you.
I must say, that necklace looks very good on you. It's a deal.
Captain Beerheart would not approve of this.
This is medium setting, by the way. Now, I have completed it on all modes, all difficulties, And the only real difference between this mode and the hardest mode is essentially that the skeletons take ages to die and they hit a lot harder, I believe. And there's more of them, but something like that. But at any rate, it's not so fun, you know. Sometimes playing the hardest difficulty can be more challenging and interesting. On this game, it's probably just more annoying. So you're far better off just playing it on medium, and it's a lot more enjoyable. Just enjoy the actual environment, the puzzles, not so much the actual fighting the monsters, because you won't enjoy that part quite so much. Oh, I leveled up. So I can build up points, or I can save the points for something else. Now, the thief is really the one you want to go chucking. I mean, they all get their character own points. So if I spent a point in the thief, these two are still going to have their points to spend. So it's not really an issue there. Just got to decide what to put the points into out of their free abilities that each character gets. Oh, there's the double jump. Now, I still can't explain that how I want to just yet. I haven't found the exact right ledge. But you use the double jump a lot in the game if you want to make it easier for yourself. You get your health back as you go through these little things. Only a little bit of it, but it's enough. Now, what you want to do is this is a little puzzle. So you create a box up here. The top left, this will eventually tick over once that box, if you move that to the side, it will do. And this allows you to go up to the next level. Slowly but surely. Whee! Pick up some nice stuff. There's a double jump. See, I'm using it all the time, but you probably just don't even notice. Look at that. This is a perfect example of double jump situation. Let me get rid of these annoying skeletons. Oh god. Don't worry, I don't care too much about getting hit. You're like, what is this noob doing? He's getting hit all the time. I know I can take it, because I'm hard. Now, here's the double jump, okay? I can't make that jump, as you can see. You have different levels of height you can jump with. If you tap it once, then you jump that high. Hold it down, you jump so high. So you want to obviously hold it down because you want to jump as high as you can, but you still can't make it. So if you hold it down and jump into it, and then right at the peak, press up again, which is your jump ability, then that's called the double jump, and that will allow you to get over obstacles that you would otherwise have to use your characters for, such as a box, or such as this. But without that, you just do the double jump. And hey presto, there you go. Nice little trick. Whee! See, that's a double jump situation. Otherwise, I'd have to probably position that a bit higher over here so I can actually get onto it. You use the double jump a lot, but it's fun. You know, it doesn't detract from the gameplay, in my opinion, because it's still interesting and fun to do. So, still enjoyable. You're not spoiling it for yourself too much. Ring of Spellcaster. Well, you're going to have to assume that this is probably for the mage, but we'll find out. Increases your maximum energy by 5. Well, all characters use energy, but this guy uses it more, to be honest. Whee! Takes a bit of practice to do all the stuff I'm doing, basically. I mean, I'll make it look easy. And it is once you get used to it.
What lay ahead of our heroes was unknown. They had not seen another man, woman, or child in ages. The undead had transformed everything. They were now surrounded by evil. But our heroes had to press on. They were in search of the tomb. The wizard was sure that it would belong to the founder of the Astral Academy, one of the 3 guardians. If they could find his tomb, perhaps they would find a spell to get them out of the Trine.
Where are we?
We are beneath the Astral Academy. No one has been here for decades.
Aha! My sword shall lead the way! Follow me!
The thing I like about this game is it's quite a bit micro as well, you know, a bit of skill, and you can pull off some neat tricks. It's all about learning the angles and stuff like that. It's not that straightforward because you've got to play with your environment, remember, and it reacts in different ways. So once you practice enough in this game, you can pull off some nice, fun, neat tricks that make it that much more enjoyable to play. There are YouTube videos of speed runs on this game, and they're quite interesting to watch how people do things. Basically, because they find ways to complete the game that much quicker. So I need another box, but I can't make another box unless I go here, and there you go. I can make 2 boxes now. I didn't actually look at that properly, but yeah, essentially, the more points you put in this, the more boxes you can make. That's the short answer. But yeah, you want to check those out really, because they're quite interesting to watch how people approach the levels and the design and what their take is on it to sort of get the quickest lap time, as it were. And you might learn a few things too. Speedruns are always interesting to watch in general, just to see what people can do. Come on, you. I'm not sure there was a secret thing up here, so I'm just going to check. Alright. No, I don't think so. Had a feeling there was, but I think that's on a later level. Getting headshots is fun, but it doesn't give you any extra bonus damage, I don't think. And you can also do that with the thief. Doesn't always work, but it's fun when it works. Sort of boot them. It won't work when you do it slowly though. I don't think so. Nope, didn't like that. Oh, can't do it because of the angle. So when a character is not active, it gives them energy, this one. And I don't use the wizard that much. Although he is quite fun to try and complete a level with, because he's not that easy. Especially when he gets his plank ability, it's actually almost more efficient at killing monsters and skeletons than the other 2 characters. But in general, the thief is the one to go for. Oh, look, it's a giant skeleton! What are you doing, Mr. Skeleton? Am I hitting you in the head? Is that what I'm doing? Is that your secret weakness? Is that what's going to kill you super fast? Would I have known that the first time I played? No, I would have got slaughtered by you the first time I played, but now I know what I'm doing. Oh! Doesn't matter how big you are, you're going to go down. Got a new ability for the knight. That allows him to pick stuff up and chuck them about, which is nice. Also, I think it allows him to charge. Go on! Yeah! What? Okay, that's not working. I wonder if that works. She's got more power in her bow. She does have a bit more power in her bow. Let's push this over the edge. That can block the annoying skeletons. What you can do is you can pick up boxes and you can drop them. And it'll kill skeletons. That's a lot of fun to do with the wizard. Like I say, he's got some... His abilities actually allow him to kill mobs way quicker than he should do, basically. I think it's a bit of a secret. Just not really a secret, but it's just a byproduct of his abilities, really. Probably not so intended, is what I'm trying to say. Because he's obviously not meant to be the killing character, because he's got no attack moves apart from summoning stuff.